Here we got this steam truck going down to the super skid down the bottom down there. We're taking all our steams down to the bottom there to be processed. The road down centre of the screen there, it goes off to the left behind the hill here. We have a swing yard operating and they're getting all their trees transported down there as well. And this is where we are in Gwavas. Up here for a few months. Don't know how long, but a few months. Nice frosty morning today, but a nice blue clear sky day. Up here anyway, out in the distance you've got centre screen out in the distance there, there's Hastings. You got the peak of Smarter Peak about there. Mount Erin about there. And then somewhere about there is Karaniki. So they're the main three landmarks. And if I go further out to the left, where my finger is there is the windmills on the Taupo Road. Just below my finger there is Esk Forest. And just below my finger, hang on, there is out way in the distance there is Mohaki. You can't even see it, it's probably in the clouds out there. Probably got cloud cover. And out in the distance is Hawke Bay, of course. So this is somewhere very different. We're up here at about 700 metres above sea level. You wouldn't think it was, but we are. So down where the super skid is down there, that's about 350 metres above sea level, I think. So the road up to here for the steam truck is about 3 k's, so it climbs a decent amount in 3 k's. Just do a bit of a 360 here, then I'll move over to behind the hauler a bit more. Right, all the stuff down here, what you can see in front of me, is all done by the swing yarder. Even the stuff in the distance. So the swing yarder had quite a long pull out here. They're pulling right up to the top up there, centre screen. Up the top of the hill there. I think that's about 900 metres above sea level there, possibly 150, 850, 900 above sea level there. So it's getting high up there. Some of the trees out the back there are 60 years old because they didn't get them in the first rotation. So everything we got here is all second rotation wood. And when they did the first rotation, they used a big 90-foot tower. I think it might have been a Medill or something like that. So it was a big old tower, so they used that up in here. But now with the different environmental rules, we can't just pull through the side of a hill anymore. We have to try and keep the wood off the ground as best as possible. Right, there's our landing with the hauler there. Got one machine up here to clear the spar and load the trucks. Using the carriage. Out in the distance we have got down along front of the hills over there, the far distance. We've got the towns of Waipawa and Waipukirau. And a bit closer we have Ongaonga and Tikokino. So that's our setting. See where the D6 is, that's as far as we took it because it was going to get too steep down there to take it. Even getting it back out up that bit there is going to be fun without the track skidder. As you can see there's a pile of wood there in the distance still be taken away. That was taken off the hill just there. Those trees in the far distance, they are I think 60 years old. So we got another landing down there to do. There's another landing in the distance, centre of the screen. That'll do a lot of that back face over there. I'm not sure whether we do it or they put the swing yarder in there. So it gets quite steep down in there. The trees are pretty shitty out here. The first ones were pretty crap. They had vines all amongst them, bush lawyer vine. Some of them were almost as thick as your wrist. But hey, it's not a bad change of scenery for a change. Only an hour to work out here, including get up to here. So, can't complain. Good sunrises, good views for a change. Just bloody cold, especially this time of the year. So we've got the skyline on stumps at the moment. Tail ropes on stumps. Just using the D6 there to help do line changes, run dynamo down to the skyline and then pull a bit of slack with that, then we can move it off the stump or flick it off a stump when it's going around it. At the moment it's going around a stump and then off down in the distance down there it's tied off to 2 stumps. So the next shift will be a flick of the skyline off the stump there, and then that'll give us a true line and give us a nice grunty line. So this block's still going to take us, this setting's going to still take us a while. We're probably in here for this setting, probably going to take us a good 2 months. There's a road in the distance down there at the bottom called Rock Road. That's where our backline's going to be. The skyline's going to be hanging off there, so we're going to be a long way out. So that's the update from me for a while. Next video is going to be possibly behind the trees down there when we move the hauler down to the end down there to finish off this hillside where it rolls around in the distance. So yeah, so the stem truck comes in, goes round up to the top there, turns around and gets loaded, takes off back there around the hill, round down below here. You can see the road just down there, and then the super skids down the bottom of the hill there. And that big white area in the distance with the spars intersecting is a apple orchard. It's fully covered with netting to protect it from hail, I would guess. Anyway, thanks for watching. Any questions, just ask. Thanks for watching. Come back anytime. Thanks.